Today we're going to talk about 10 things you can say goodbye to now that you're over 50. And I know that some of these are really going to surprise you. So let's dive right in. Number one on my list is the fear of getting old. We really don't embrace the aging process. We were kind of brought up as young women to fight it. Everything is about looking younger, feeling younger. And even as young women, we've been taught not to look older or talk about getting older. And God forbid we even mention our age. I actually have a true story that I want to share with you. My mom used to be very self-conscious about her age. And she loved telling people when she was in her 30s that she was 29 and holding. And then when she was 39, she told people, well, she's just going to be 39 and holding for 10 years. And my dad actually had very different plans. We lived in a small town, and he took out an ad in the front of the newspaper. Along the very top, you could put like little advertising messages. He took out this little tiny ad that said happy 40th Ginny, and then he just put all of our initials. And it was kind of one of those, if you know, you would have to know that my mom was named Ginny, and you would have to know the initials of my dad and all of my siblings to get the joke. But people did, and they would drive by. I remember we were outside right around my mom's birthday. It came out on her birthday, and people would drive by or walk by the house and be like, happy birthday. And she was so mad at my dad for doing it, yet kind of happy with all the attention. And you know what? It really seemed to change her mindset. I never remember her ever since then. I don't remember her ever complaining or trying to use a younger number for her age. She just kind of embraced it and moved forward. And I'm glad she did, because that gave me a very good message of being proud of my age. And we actually have a lot to celebrate with our age. I'd like you to think about it like a glass of water. Do you look at this glass of water as a glass half full or a glass half empty? And if you're a pessimist, the glass is half empty. But if you're an optimist, the glass is half full. And if you think of aging and your life the same way as this glass of water, pretty much anything in life, are you looking at the glass being half full and counting the blessings that you still have the water and gratitude for it? Or are you looking around thinking about all the things you no longer have now that you're aging, the things you can't do any longer? Or are you focusing on the new opportunities and the new abilities you have as you grow and age? You actually have so much to celebrate with age. You have wisdom, you have knowledge, and you have experiences that only come from age. And I bet you have a lot of funny stories to tell, just like I have that one with my parents. The second one on my list is clothes that don't make you feel good. When you open up your closet every day, how does it make you feel? Are you opening it up thinking, oh, I got to put this on again. I want to wear it. It's the same old thing. Or do you open up your closet and you're excited to see things? There are clothes that make you happy to wear them. And if you're feeling the first way, like you're not feeling good about your clothes, what you need to do is get in and identify what the problem zones are. Think of these things. What don't you like about those pieces? What clothes would work in your closet to replace those items? And when you're going shopping, invest in clothing that really makes you feel beautiful, comfortable, and in your own skin. Because by doing that, you're going to fill your closet full of clothes that reflect your style and your personality, and you won't have a closet full of clothes that don't make you feel good. Number 3 on my list is tired skin. Did you know that one of the biggest reflections of our age is the condition of our skin? And I know a lot of us grew up in an age where we were using tanning beds, out in the sun all the time, and really didn't use much SPF. So taking care of your skin at this age is really important. And you can actually improve the quality of your skin and look of your skin at this age. And that brings me to today's sponsor, Current Body. The condition of our skin shows up in redness and fine lines. but it can also show up in skin issues like psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, blemishes, acne, and even facial scarring. And you can also have issues with the texture of your skin and enlarged pores. All of these issues can really benefit from the Current Body Skin LED Mask. And here is my Current Body LED Skin Mask. It's soft, comfortable. It's loaded with lots of red lights. You just put this on your skin. You can use it for 10 minutes a day. In fact, there's a timer built right in once you turn it on. I lay down on my bed, I relax, and let the mask do its work. You can use the Current Body Skin Mask as part of your daily routine for glowing, plump, and youthful looking skin. What I love is that it's 100% safe and pain-free without any risk of overexposure, and it's eye safe. And what it does is it plays a really big role in helping your skin produce more collagen, which helps strengthen your skin, hydrates it, and provides elasticity. And this mask is actually 31% more powerful than other LED masks on the market. In fact, I've been using it regularly about 3 times a week for the past month, and I can really see some beautiful changes to my skin. My skin feels plumper. I struggle with rosacea. I've noticed it has decreased the amount of redness in my face. Instead of it being red and fiery and irritated, my skin has more of a pink glow. And another thing I've noticed is that I've had a lot of issues with my skin being dry while it's still greasy, and that has about disappeared using the Current Body Skin Mask. In fact, if you'd like to give Current Body a try, they're offering an exclusive 15% off just for you. I will put a link in the description and use code Nancy at checkout. Number 4 on my list is negative self-talk. And I don't want to sound like I'm on my high horse telling you all of the things you have to get rid of. In fact, many of these things are things that I have had problems with. And I've noticed as I've gotten older and I've gotten rid of some of these things and let them go, what a difference it's made in my life. And one of the big things that I've gotten rid of is negative self-talk. And it has made a world of difference in my life. In fact, when is the last time you really paid attention to the voice in your head? What is she saying to you? Is she telling you you're an idiot? That was a stupid mistake. Why did you do that? Why are you always screwing up? Oh, why did you forget that? You're forgetting things in your old age. What is she saying? Or is she telling you positive things like, oh, you look adorable today. Oh, you're having a good hair day. Oh, you look so cute in that outfit. Remember, you want the words to be kind, caring, and uplifting. Just like you would say to your best friend. I mean, you don't go to your lunch with your best friend and say, oh, you look like crap today. Whew, what's going on there? No, you're going to build up your best friend. You're going to tell her how great she's doing. Even if she's having a rough day, you're going to tell her, hey, you can do it. You've gotten through so many other things in the past. You can do it. And you want to tell yourself those same things. And I really remember when it happened to me. I was in my late 40s when I made the conscious decision to stop the negative self-talk and only talk to myself in a kind, loving, and caring way. In fact, if you feel like you're struggling with this, like, I don't know, I've been saying these things to myself for so long. How do I do it? Start small. In fact, after you're done watching this, go to the mirror, and no matter what it is, just find one nice thing to say to yourself. Like, okay, you didn't overeat the cookies today. Or, hey, you are here, you are healthy, you are enough just the way you are. And remind yourself that you are a strong woman every single day and that you have so much to be grateful for. And like I said, you can do it in the mirror, but you could do it in the shower, you could do it if you're out for a walk, or while you're cooking, or driving to and from work, anywhere. You can practice self-talk pretty much anytime, anywhere. In fact, you could also use a gratitude journal to remind yourself all of the things you have to be grateful for. And start thinking of one thing every day that you want to tell yourself that you're proud of yourself for, or that you're happy about. And the more you do that, the more you change that dialogue, the more it kind of snowballs, because your brain only believes what you give it. So the more you tell yourself all these great things, the more you are going to believe those things and do better in all areas of your life. Number 5 on my list is judgment. Now, we've all been taught, oh, don't judge others, but guess what? We all do. Did you know that judging and making judgments about other people is an evolutionary instinct? Like, it's built in. We are wired to be judgy and judgmental. And the reason we have that is so that we can have quick assessments and a way to compare ourselves socially. And sometimes it comes from a lack of understanding or a fear of the unknown. And where the problem comes in is we will project our own insecurities onto others, or we will follow cultural norms without even thinking about it. And judging can become a habit, and it gives us a very false sense of control. But understanding the reasons why we're judging can help us be conscious of when we're doing it and turn that into being more compassionate and accepting in our lives. To stop judging in its tracks, what you need to do is be aware and recognize when you're judging someone. And then pause and remind yourself that everyone has their own unique experiences and challenges. And there are things we can't tell what they are just by looking at them. So it's important to practice empathy by putting yourself in their shoes and trying to understand their perspective. And another step you can do is replace those judgmental thoughts with positive or even neutral ones and focus on your own growth and self-improvement. Have you ever heard the phrase, not my circus, not my monkey? Well, the more you take that approach on life, on whoever you meet, it kind of allows you to just be like, okay, they're doing their thing over there. Yep, I see it, but I don't have to judge it. It's just not my circus, not my monkey, and you move on. Number 6 on my list is worry. Did you know that while worrying is a very common experience, studies have shown that the vast, and I mean vast majority of our worries never actually come true. And the research on this is staggering. It suggests that 85 to 90% of the things that people worry about never actually happen. Those are the things that actually happen, 10 to 15% of those things you're worrying about. That kind of is so freeing to me. So most of those things that we're spending all our time worrying about are actually unnecessary. And think of what you could be doing with that free space in your brain that's being wasted on worrying, what you could be doing with that brain power. And all of that worrying causes so much unnecessary stress and anxiety in our lives. Imagine if you could be free from all of that. And I think just understanding this, that most of those worries never even happen, it can help us put our worries into perspective and then focus on what we can control and just let go of the rest. Again, it goes back to the same phrase I said in the last point, not my circus, not my monkey. All of those things that I'm worrying about, I can't control, so let them go. And by doing that, you'll have such a peaceful mindset. Think of hobbies that you want to be doing or books you want to be reading if you weren't wasting time worrying. New things and new exciting adventures you could be having in your life. So to overcome worry, let's talk about this for a minute, because worry, I said, oh yeah, we're all just going to let go of that right now. That's what we're going to do. However, that's easier said than done. So here's what you want to do to get rid of those worries, because they're still going to pop into your head. You're just kind of wired that way. They're just going to keep popping in. It's what you do with them when that happens. So when those worries start coming into your head, what you need to do is recognize it, acknowledge it. Yes, I'm worrying about that. I see that as a worry. And then make a distinction between a productive worry and an unproductive worry. Is this something I can control, or is this something that that no matter what I do, I can't control the situation? And there are tools. You can practice mindfulness. You can practice meditation. Those are great tools to help free yourself of worry and have moments in your day that are calm and allow you to just be instead of filling your brain with all those thoughts. And the more you do that, free your brain of the worries and just live with the peace, the more your brain likes it and gets used to it and will engage in that even more often. And instead of focusing on those worries, focus on things that you can control. And those are things like self-care, regular exercise, a balanced diet, getting enough sleep, and diving into things that keep you really busy, like gardening or hobbies, yoga, or even deep breathing. And these little tools will help you reduce worry and give you a more peaceful mindset. Number 7 on my list is clothes that don't fit your body. Did you know that there are many of us that hold on to clothes that don't fit? And there are lots of reasons why we do it. The first on the list is sentimental value. It can make it very hard to get rid of clothes because you've tied them to special memories or even people. Another reason we hold on to clothes is for aspirational reasons, hoping we'll fit into those clothes again someday. Here's another big one: how much money we've spent on clothes, and we just can't bear to part with them. They might not fit us anymore, but we're like, oh, I paid so much for that. So you keep it in your closet. And I see this a lot with career women, but they're like, oh, it's my work wardrobe. It was so expensive. What if I need it again someday? Just don't want to part with those pieces. Another reason why we hold on to clothes is because styles and trends influence us, and we hope that someday those styles will come back in. And another reason why we hold on to clothes that don't fit our body is because they can represent a different phase of our life. Just like with those power suits. Like you might have, some sweatshirts from your college days, or some old maternity items that you wore when you were expecting, or like I said, the career clothes. And they actually become part of our identity. So we have a hard time letting go of those items. And then the last reason is we're uncertain about the future. So we don't know if we're going to have weight changes or lifestyle shifts that cause us to hold on to those clothes just in case. But if you understand all of these reasons, it can help you actually make really mindful decisions on when it's time to say goodbye to those pieces. And that by letting go of those items it's going to free up a lot of space in your closet, and it's going to focus on clothes that really make you feel good. In fact, if you think of it this way, what would you say if I said, you know what, I'm going to come over and I'm going to give you a new closet full of clothes, but only about 25% of those clothes actually fit you. And we're just going to pepper them in. You won't be able to wear a lot of these, but I'm just going to scatter them in throughout your closet, and you'll have to find them on your own. You'll be like, no, what are you talking about, Nancy? I don't want that. Exactly. You want to fill your closet with clothes that fit your body and your current lifestyle. And it makes a game-changing difference in your everyday life. So you're only going to keep the clothes that fit you, that make you feel good, and are in colors, patterns, and styles that you love to wear. Number 8 on my list is too much makeup or foundation. And this one is one that kind of creeps up on us because we've got our little routine, we're doing our daily makeup routine, and then you start to notice, oh, I've got some crow's feet, oh, I've got some extra wrinkles here, oh, I've got an age spot I need to cover up. And you start layering on, or you might start using a thicker foundation just to cover all those things up. And you don't even realize the amount of extra stuff you're putting on your skin. And once you're done, you put on powder to set everything. And then you might carry a powder compact with you throughout the day, and you reapply to make sure everything's set. And it ends up being a lot of makeup. And that not only goes for foundation and concealer, but the same goes for bright or heavy eyeshadow or thick dark eyeliner, because it can look harsh and draw attention to crepey skin. And overall, if you're doing any or all of these things, it can really make you look older. So instead of trying to hide all of those things, focus on playing up your best features. Start with a light foundation or a tinted moisturizer. Just add a touch of blush, a little bit of mascara, and a beautiful gloss for your lips. And this look will not only look more youthful, but it allows you and your beautiful face to shine. Number 9 on my list of things that we can say goodbye to is guilt. I know a lot of us carry around a lot of baggage, and one of those is guilt. And you've been around for over 50 years. Do you think that any of us over 50 have not made mistakes, big and small, and still making them every day? We all do. So forgive yourself for the mistakes you've made. Hopefully you've learned from the mistakes. They do say hindsight is 2020. When you look back on things, you're like, well, if I only would have done this. And most of the time, I think we only do what we have the skills and knowledge to do at that time, or that we think is best for us at that time. So you can't go back to the you of your youth and correct those things. So get rid of the guilt. Forgive yourself for those any mistakes you've made and move forward with a lighter heart and a positive mind. And number 10 on my list of things we no longer need now that we're over 50 is toxic people. The people that are trying to control your life, or it's the problems are always about them. And it seems like no matter what you do, you get them through one problem and then there's 10 more down the line. There's always something new and dramatic, and or they're negatively talking to you and just not making you feel good. Get rid of those toxic people in your life. And you just need to start distancing yourself from them. Maybe you're not available when they say they want to come over. I know so many of us deal with toxic family members, and you still have to see them at Thanksgiving or Christmas or other family events. But that doesn't mean you have to engage them. You can be nice, you can be pleasant, but you don't have to bring them into your life. You don't have to have them engaging with you on a regular basis. And when you rid yourself of those toxic people, you can surround yourself with people that do make you feel good and that support you and provide positivity in your life. And one of the things I love, I'm in quite a few mastermind groups. And what I love about them is that everybody has their own thing that they're working on, but we're all working towards goals and we can all talk about them and share about them. And you're with a lot of like-minded people that are building each other up. And you can find this in these groups in so many ways. It's like, what's your hobby? Meet up with some people that you can talk about your hobby with, or that make you feel good. Have lunch with a friend that makes you feel good or builds you up and is positive. And just focus on building those relationships that make you feel uplifted and empowered. Did any of these tips surprise you? I'd love to know which is your favorite. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.